Next one, Sam Mayhew, and away they go. The buzzer goes, and there's a lot of confusion, a lot of chaos at the background, but away fast. It's McGregor, Rice in that shelter, then the wind will start coming from their left, and life gets a little bit harder. So here we go. Now all of a sudden you can hear the wind in the cameras. Neck and neck. The washes have become fairly irrelevant at this stage. They're out the shelter of the bay. You can see the waves breaking on the camera boat there. So Corey Hill, I think, has taken the lead from McGregor. Sean Rice moving up with McGregor. Bowman and the Frenchman, Victor Du, on the far side. Okay, back into the studio here, and following the paddlers and Mackenzie Hynard, Kenny Rice, they're up there with the open race. And also in the juniors, Oscar Jones was doing really well. They all tucked behind Steep Island to get the rebound out to the 9 pins. And they're working their way through what to most of us mortals would look like impossible wave conditions to find anything to help. But these guys can find anything. The wind this morning has absolutely come good for these guys. But here's the leader, Corey Hill, still making their way out to 9 pins. So Corey Hill out the front, way above him, top of the screen, just visible. Just the speed they're cutting through the water. When you think that the waves are going basically against them at this stage, and you can see they're still picking up help. And Corey Hill looking every bit as good as he did last time when he won this event. And up above him and slightly behind is Jeremy Cotter, taking a slightly tighter line into the 9 pins. But Hill looks awesome out there today. So Hill leads from Cotter. We've got confirmation of that. Harbrecht, it seems, really is in 3rd position. It's hard to tell you who's leading, to be fair, between Hill and Mocker because of the angles they're taking into 9 pins. And you can see the size of the swell coming through there. That is fairly major out there this afternoon, or this morning rather. I've been up a long time. But that's Corey Hill in shot now. Paddles down, milking every little bit of energy he can from the ocean. And it's a game of conservation. Hopefully we can stay with a couple of these guys and see just how it's done. The big swell is coming left to right. The wind is pretty much directly behind them. That's Sean Rice and Jasper Mocker currently 4th and 5th. So Sean Rice closest to us in the white boat, Jasper Mocker in the distance in the black boat. Also, so hard in these conditions, you've got to keep an eye on your competitors, you've got to keep an eye on the waves, you've got to keep an eye on your direction. There's so much thought process goes into this, which is why you don't get any newcomers in taking honours when the conditions are like this, that's for sure. Our flat water specialists today are absolutely nowhere. But we're on board now with Sean Rice, with Jasper Mocker in the background. I think second and third is McGregor. I think second and third may be just above them in the shot, above them, and pretty much if you look directly up from the nose of Sean Rice's boat or Mackenzie Hynard, he's up there on the tracker at least. So we'll stay with Sean Rice and Jasper Mocker. Jasper currently getting the best of the runs. He's moved through on Sean Rice. But now Sean takes his chance, and these two will just be trading leads according to what waves are coming through. They'll only get occasional glimpses of Corey Hill. Sean just relaxing as the wave comes through him. He'll pick up his pace now, pick up this one. Here we go, downhill for Sean. He's going to clip on. But it was Jasper who picked that one up. Sean missed it, and the difference between catching a run and missing one can open up a gap in the blink of an eye, and it's Jasper Mocker who's pulled a little bit of distance on Sean Rice now. But they'll be trading runs from here to the finish, I'm sure. But that's the distance that opened up. Just one wave can do that. But Jasper working it well now. Paddles down for a good 5 seconds there. A little bit of recovery time. Down he goes again. Linking 2 and 3 in a row. Down paddles go again. He's just having to back off now as the next wave picks him up. Catapults him forward. Those big swirls just too fast for the guys to get on. Sean in the background still. He's regained a bit of distance on Mocker. Up goes Jasper Mocker's rate again as he picks up the next wave, paddles down. He's caught that one. So he is going well at this stage. Big ship coming through. I don't know what that is going to be. Problems for some people. Those things do not stop for anyone. And that's got to be roughly where Sean Rice was, surely. Kenny coming wide. So Kenny Rice coming closer to the camera. McGregor managing to maintain his lead. Slightly confusing situation with Kenny Rice in as much as he's entered the under-23 race, so he doesn't hold third place in the overall World Championships here, which is truly bizarre. That clip with Hank McGregor, Kenny Rice overtook McGregor on the water. He got a couple of really nice runs. He's coming wide into the Kissing Whales and he's really laying it down now. So Kenny Rice currently in second place overall. Meanwhile, there's chaos out there for one of the camera boats. It looks like we've actually got a camera boat that could be sinking out there. They seem reasonably cheerful still, but there's definitely drama for the camera crews, but not for Kenny Rice. He is paddling beautifully. So Kenny Rice, second place, where they turn right into the relative shelter of the bay. And if there's anyone you don't want hunting you down on flat water or flatter water, it is Hank McGregor. So McGregor just had a little golden period there. He's regained the distance Kenny had put on him. And we're only going to see really where these two guys stand when they get to the turn. And we're back now with the leader, Corey Hill. We haven't seen him for a while. It's on. So back with Corey Hill. He's not looking any slower than when we last left him about 15 minutes ago. And he must be really close now to coming round the Kissing Whales. The live track now is showing him not too far ahead of Jasper Mocker. Now, so we're going to staying with Corey Hill. I'm trying to get a grip of who's on the track and who isn't, but certainly Corey Hill is race leader and he's still moving extremely well. You can see how big the swell is when Corey just disappears over one of those hills. And he must now be seeing the two big rocks that mark the turn coming into view. So only Hill in shot for now. But apparently the other boys are closing him down. There's your track. The consensus was that if someone got to 9 pins first and put in all the effort to do that it would be a long journey home from there. And maybe that prediction is coming true as Hill's lead is gradually but relentlessly eaten into. Any opportunity missed now by Hill will be pounced on by the others. Hill has the line that people were talking about would be the best line if the conditions were big. So maybe he's got a bit more leeway than we think. Again, paddles down for Hill. Their little moments of respite he's going to savour. So Hill, it looks like the swell is lining up beautifully coming into the bay, and that is going to be a big relief for Corey Hill. This looks so easy now. It looks so easy for them to link these waves together, and if it stays that simple for him, it's virtually impossible to see that he can be caught, surely. Or Kenny Rice, and it looks like it's McGregor. I think we've gone with a white tip on the boat. It's the Epic of McGregor. So Corey Hill not safe. This is getting tight now. You can see McGregor at the top of his shot. Hill's just had a look across. He's seen it too. He knows McGregor's on him now. So it's Hill from McGregor. McGregor leading Rice at the moment, but the other two are absolutely on the chase now. McGregor pulled ahead of Rice again as Hill marches on. Just got caught in a trough there, had to hold back, but now he's up and running again. So we're still with the leader. Now he seems to have moved across toward the island somewhat, but the waves just lining up for him beautifully. Linking wave after wave, going Hill's way now. Fantastic stuff from Corey Hill. He's led from the beginning. It's a little twitch in the boat as the waves catch him there. So it's Hill versus McGregor. With the camera angles, it's impossible for me to give you a true picture. That gives you a good idea there, I think. I think that's realistic. Hill, Rice just going out a shot at the back. McGregor top of the screen. Probably averaging about 18k an hour now, these guys. The waves are aligning for them. Quick glance across there from Hill. He knows McGregor's there, and he knows he can't mess up even once now. Down he goes again. An incredible finish to what has been a fantastic race. Still Hill has somewhere between 75 and 100 metres, and time's running out for McGregor. But if anyone's going to haul in Hill, it is McGregor. It's just making sure you're going down more than you're going up, and the gap continues to close. Kenny Rice now out of shot. McGregor really is on the charge. That is the best engine in a boat this year. Here comes the race. Hill is too close to the finish, I think, for McGregor to close the gap. McGregor's going to find himself needing another 10 minutes on this race. But what a great effort. Phenomenal effort. He's just running out of time. There's no sign of Hill cracking. So a repeat win for Corey Hill. The chase could well be over. Corey Hill, back-to-back World Championship titles. That's the reality. It's Hill all the way. This is it. Little glance behind to see what damage he's done. That is an awesome performance. It's a privilege to watch something like that. Absolute privilege to see that. All smiles from Hill. And here's McGregor. A brave chase. He adds a silver medal to the 2 golds he won at Marathon Worlds just a few weeks ago. And next across the line, we thought it would be Kenny Rice, but it looks to be Jasper Mocker. So Mocker across the line, 3rd in the open race. Though we kind of lost touch a little bit with Kenny Rice out there. Mocker across in 3rd, big day for him. Great result. So as Kenny comes across the line, I think it's a win tinged maybe with a little bit of disappointment. And behind him is going to be his brother Sean. 4th overall, 4th open and 5th overall. And there's a train of people behind him. It's Jeremy Cotter is going to be next over the line.
What's happened? So how was the race?
Difficult. It was really tricky. It always is here in Hong Kong. You've got the best of the best paddlers lining up, and that headwind at the start is not something you love. But I guess coming from Australia, we do a lot of training into the wind, so it sort of does suit us. And as you would have seen, hitting 9 pins, there was a lot of Australians, a lot of South Africans up the front. So I use that to my advantage. It is a strength of mine, paddling into the wind, and then from there put yourself in the best position. And yeah, it's awesome. Like, to come home with a win again it's a bit overwhelming, really.
And it looked like, I mean, obviously you went out in front there. Your line was a little wider than the other guys. The groups, they seemed to be a little bit more on the inside. And it looked like it was the right thing to do.
Yeah, it's funny because I've only heard that from everyone now. I wish someone was out there going, go the right way. But no, to be honest, I was just following the swell. There was a lot of backwash out there, so I was just following that movement, and seemed to have worked. So I don't know, maybe it was a blessing in disguise, perhaps.
Okay, cool. And Hong Kong as an experience, obviously world champion again. How's it feel?
Hong Kong is amazing. You've got a great paddling community. I can't thank everyone enough for putting this race on, and year after year getting the best paddlers here. It couldn't be easy. So I'll be back next year. This is my 6th time here. Let's come back for number 7 next year. And what else can I say? It's great.
Okay, Hank, this is the World Cup. Talk me through your race.
All I can say, it was a tough day out. Hats off to the winner. Corey had a solid race. He deserved the win, and I guess I was first loser. So yeah, it was one of those races. It was tough all the way to 9 pins. It was really unsettling, and the water was messy, and you just had to power through. And yeah, I had a good downwind leg. I bridged the gap on Corey, and I got to Kissing Whales, and I was just ahead of Kenny Rice, and got one swamping, and I lost 100 meters in like 20 seconds. So yeah, I was only lying 3rd. I had to catch up to 2nd, and yeah, Corey just had the edge in the end, and hats off to him. He deserved it.
Quite messy. I mean, it's not like a typical downwind all the way. But different sections, of course, it makes it a bit of a challenge.
Yeah, for sure. You know, that's what makes it a unique race, and it's normally the best paddler wins at the end of the day. So, like I said, you know, it was Corey's day today, and I guess I have to stand on the 2nd place. So, yeah, it was. I had a solid race. I couldn't have done anything different. Maybe just gone a little bit faster at some stage, but yeah, thanks.